I trusted my fiancée completely. Then I saw something online I was never supposed to see. Hidden Truth Stories brings you a gripping first-person story about a man whose wedding planning turns into a painful awakening. What begins as love and commitment slowly unravels into doubt, betrayal, and a truth he never expected to face. If you enjoy this story, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means a lot. Early June. By then, the wedding was already paid for. The venue was booked. The catering was locked in. The photographer was confirmed. The florist too. Deposits were gone, real money we were not getting back. My mom had already started talking about dresses and colors, like the wedding was right around the corner. Emily had been talking about our honeymoon in Bali for over a year, like it was something that had already happened instead of something we were still waiting for. And then one photo shattered everything. Before that, I need to explain who we were at that point. My name is Michael. I was 31 years old then. Emily was 29. We had been together for 5 years. Engaged for a little over a year. I honestly believed we were strong. Not perfect, but solid. The kind of couple people thought would actually make it. She had been a little distant for a while, maybe the last couple of months. Not cold. Just distracted. More time on her phone. More quiet moments staring at a screen. She said she was reconnecting with old friends online. One of those friends was Jason. Her ex-boyfriend from college. They had dated for 4 years. They broke up about 7 years earlier when they went to different graduate schools and moved to different cities. At first, I did not think much about it. People stay in touch with exes now. That is normal. I told myself I was being mature about it. But then Jason stopped being just someone from her past. He started showing up in her present. He was at the coffee shop Emily went to every Saturday morning. She would mention it casually, like it was nothing. Jason was there too, getting his usual drink. He was at the gym she had joined about 2 months earlier. He was at the happy hour her coworkers went to downtown after work. Always there. Always acting surprised. Always greeting her like they had not planned it, even though it felt like they had. Sometimes she would come home and mention it like it was funny. Like I was supposed to laugh about how small the city was. But after a few weeks, it stopped feeling random. One night, while we were getting ready for bed, I finally said something. "You seem to be running into Jason a lot," I said. She rolled her eyes immediately. "He is just a friend, Michael. Do not be that guy. I hate when you act threatened." "I am not threatened," I said. "I just think it is strange that he keeps showing up everywhere you go." "He works near my gym," she said. "He goes to the same coffee shop. We have mutual friends. It is a small city." On paper, it made sense. In my gut, it did not. It did not feel accidental. It felt intentional. "Did you text him to meet up?" I asked. "No," she said. "It has all been random." "Then why does it feel like I am interrogating you?" she snapped. "Because I do not like it." "I am just asking," I said. "It does not feel like that," she replied. "I trust you. I even trust you if you were hanging out with an ex." I did not have an ex I was hanging out with. She knew that. So I dropped it. I did not want to look insecure. I did not want to be controlling. I did not want to ruin what we had over something I could not prove. I trusted her. That was my mistake. A few weeks later, everything changed. It was a Thursday night in mid-June. Emily told me she was going out with her girlfriends to a club downtown. I had no reason not to believe her. I stayed home. Played video games. Went to bed around 11 in the evening. Sometime after 1 in the morning, my phone started buzzing. Instagram notifications. Emily had posted new photos. Still half asleep, I opened the application. The first photo showed Emily and her friends at the club. Dressed up. Smiling. Normal. The second photo showed them dancing in a booth, drinks on the table. Then I swiped to the third photo. Emily was sitting on a man's lap. That man was Jason. His arm was around her waist. Her head was tilted back. They were laughing like nothing else mattered. They did not look uncomfortable. They looked familiar. They looked close. The caption said, "Sometimes you miss the old days," followed by a smiling face with smiling eyes. I stared at the screen for a long time. Like maybe it would change. Like maybe I misunderstood it. Like maybe I was wrong. I was not. By the time I finished reading the caption, the post already had dozens of likes. The comments were coming in fast. One woman wrote, "He is cute." Another said, "Yes, queen," with laughing emojis. Heart emojis everywhere. One of Emily's friends commented, "Living your best life," followed by a smiling face with heart eyes. I felt my stomach drop. I texted Emily immediately. "We need to talk about that photo." She did not answer right away. She finally replied at 1:47 in the morning. "Still out with the girls. Having so much fun. Still out. Still having fun. Still sitting on her ex-boyfriend's lap." The next morning, I brought it up again while we were sitting in the kitchen. Coffee mugs on the table. Sunlight coming through the window like it was any other day. "That photo from last night," I said. "You sitting on Jason's lap." She sighed like I was exhausting her. "It is just a fun picture, Michael. Do not be weird about it." "Do not be weird?" I said. "Emily, you are sitting on your ex-boyfriend's lap. In a club. While engaged to me." "It is not like that," she said. "You are being paranoid." "Then what is it like?" I asked. She stood up and grabbed her bag. "I am going to brunch with my mom. We can talk about this later if you want to be dramatic about it." And she walked out. I stayed sitting at the kitchen table with a mug of coffee that had already gone cold. I opened the photo again and stared at the caption. "Sometimes you miss the old days." I sat there for almost 2 hours after she left. This was not just about one photo. It was about months of running into Jason everywhere she went. It was about her brushing off my concerns like I was imagining things. It was about her going to a club, sitting on her ex-boyfriend's lap, posting it publicly for over 1,000 people to see, and thinking that was completely fine. And it was about the fact that I was supposed to marry someone who thought this behavior was acceptable. I stood up and walked to the safe. I opened it and took out the engagement ring. 1.5 carats. Custom band. 14-carat white gold. I had spent $12,000 on that ring. I spent 2 years thinking about it before I even proposed. I wanted to be absolutely sure it was perfect. She had worn it for 18 months. Showed it off to everyone. Posted photos of it online. Made it part of her identity. I held it in my hand for a moment. Then I picked up my phone. I opened Facebook Marketplace and created a new listing. Title: Engagement ring for sale. I took a clean, professional photo of the ring on black velvet. It looked flawless. Expensive. Exactly what it was. I wrote the description carefully. 14-carat white gold band with 1.5 carat round diamond solitaire. Excellent condition. Barely worn. Includes original appraisal and certificate of authenticity. Asking $9,500. Below market value for quick sale. Then I added one more line. Engagement cancelled. Ring comes with too much baggage. My thumb hovered over the post button. Once I posted this, there was no going back. Her family would see it. Her friends would see it. People from work would see it. Strangers would figure it out instantly. I posted it anyway. Friday afternoon. 2:14 in the afternoon. I also shared it on my personal Facebook page with the same caption. It went out to about 1,200 people. Within 5 minutes, messages started coming in. Real inquiries. One woman messaged me saying her daughter was getting engaged and asked if the ring was still available. I told her I would let her know by the end of the business day. Then I waited. Emily did not find out right away. She did not see the post herself. Her mother called her. I know this because about 10 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Emily. She was screaming. "What the hell are you doing?" she yelled. "Why are you selling the ring?" "Selling a ring," I said calmly. "You cannot do that," she shouted. "That is my ring. You cannot sell it without asking me." "Actually, I can," I said. "It is in my name. I paid for it. And technically, the engagement is not finalized. The ring is still my property." "This is insane," she said. "Take it down. Everyone can see this." "I know," I said. "That is the point. You are being cruel," she said. "You are being vindictive. We can work through this." I took a breath before answering. "Can we?" I said. "Because from where I am sitting, you were sitting on your ex-boyfriend's lap at a club last night, telling the internet you missed the old days. That did not look like something you thought needed working through." There was a long pause on the line. "So that is what this is about," Emily finally said. "You are really going to throw away our entire relationship over one photo?" "That photo was the last straw," I said. "Not the first one." "You do not understand," she started. "It was just..." I hung up. She called back 4 times in the next 10 minutes. I did not answer any of them. Then the text started. "Please. We need to talk. This is insane." I did not respond. The explosion came faster than I expected. My phone rang again. This time it was her father, Robert. "Michael," he said, clearly upset. "What the hell is going on? Emily is hysterical. Ask your daughter why she was sitting on her ex-boyfriend's lap at a club last night," I said, while telling the internet she misses the old days. There was silence. "She did what?" he asked. I sent him the photo. He did not say anything right away. Just a long, heavy silence. Then he said one word. "Oh." That single word said everything. "So I found out about this online?" he asked after a moment. "Yeah," I said. "Same way everyone else did." Robert did not say much after that. He told me he would handle it and ended the call. Later, I found out he went straight to Emily's mother, Patricia, and showed her everything. The photo. The marketplace listing. The Facebook post. The caption. I did not hear their conversation directly. I heard about it later through my mom, who heard it from Patricia's sister. Emily had called her aunt crying. From what I was told, Patricia was furious. Not at me. At Emily. "What were you doing sitting on your ex-boyfriend's lap?" Patricia reportedly asked. "Mom, it was just a photo," Emily said. "A photo you posted publicly," Patricia replied, with a caption about missing the old days. 2 months before your wedding. By that evening, the entire family knew. Aunts. Uncles. Cousins. Everyone had seen the ring listing. Everyone had seen the photo. Then things went even further than I expected. One of my Facebook friends worked at the local news station. He called me around 6 in the evening on Friday. "Man, is this real?" he asked. "The ring thing?" "Yeah," I said. "This is wild," he said. "Can I run it as a story?" I hesitated. Part of me wanted everything to just die quietly. But another part of me knew that was not going to happen. Everyone was already talking. My mom had told her friends. Emily's family had told theirs. The story was already out there. "Yeah," I said. "I will do it." The news station reached out to Emily for a comment. She refused. Her mother refused on her behalf. They said any further communication would go through a lawyer. The story aired Friday night at 10 o'clock. The headline read, "Social media drama leads to called-off engagement." They showed the Facebook posts. They showed the marketplace listing. They showed the photo of Emily sitting on Jason's lap. They even showed screenshots of the comments. Strangers from the internet offering opinions, advice, and criticism. The news anchor actually laughed while reading my caption out loud. "Engagement off. Ring for sale. Make an offer. Comes with too much baggage." Well, the anchor said with a smirk, he certainly made his point. By Saturday morning, the story had been shared over 8,000 times. Local Twitter was full of arguments about it. Reddit picked it up. People were debating whether I was justified or heartless. I did not read most of it. Saturday afternoon, I met the buyer. A woman named Susan met me at a coffee shop downtown. She was buying the ring for her daughter, who was about to get engaged. We sat at a small table near the window. She inspected the ring, nodded, and handed me $9,500 in cash. The deal was done. I handed her the ring in a small velvet box. "Thank you," she said. "I hope your next relationship goes better." I smiled. "I think it will." And I meant it. What surprised me most was how calm I felt. I was not angry anymore. I was not even really hurt. I felt relieved. Like something heavy had finally been lifted off my chest. The aftermath came fast. Emily went straight into damage control mode. Over the weekend, she called me 23 times. I did not answer once. She sent messages saying she was sorry. She said she had been stupid. She said the photo was innocent. She begged me not to do this. I did not respond. Then she posted on Instagram. Some people twist stories for attention. The truth is between me and the people I love. I am not responding to negativity. The comments were brutal. People posted screenshots of the photo. The marketplace listing. My caption. They asked simple questions. If it was innocent, why post it? Why sit on his lap? What does missing the old days actually mean? She deleted the post within an hour. After that, she tried to get my marketplace listing taken down, claiming harassment. Facebook removed it about 12 hours later. By then, it did not matter. Thousands of screenshots already existed. The image was everywhere. Jason, clearly panicking, commented on the news story. "This is crazy. I am just a friend. Nothing inappropriate happened." He got shut down immediately. "Then why was she on your lap?" someone replied. "Why post that caption?" another asked. "Nothing inappropriate, but she is engaged to someone else," a third pointed out. Jason deleted his comment. He stopped following Emily on social media. When she tried to contact him on Sunday, he did not respond. The family fallout came next. Emily's mother, Patricia, did not forgive her easily. She called me on Sunday. "I am sorry my daughter is an idiot," she said. "You did the right thing." "I appreciate that," I said. "But we both know this did not start with one photo." "What do you mean?" she asked. I explained everything. The months of conveniently running into Jason. The late nights. The constant texting. The vague explanations. The way Emily dismissed my concerns every time I brought them up. Patricia went quiet. How long has this been going on? She finally asked. I do not think anything physical happened, I said. But emotionally? Months. At least. Patricia went back to Emily and demanded answers. From what I was told, Emily broke down and admitted she had been confused about her feelings for Jason. She said she never meant to let it go that far. She said she did not even really want to cheat. She just wanted the excitement. The attention. The chase. Patricia called me back on Monday morning. She is in therapy now, she said. Trying to figure out what she was thinking. That is good, I said. And I meant it. The wedding was officially cancelled that same Monday morning. My lawyer sent a letter to Emily's lawyer about the deposits. We split the losses evenly. The venue quickly rebooked for another couple. The caterer took on a new client. The photographer found another bride who needed a late August date. Life moved on without us. 3 months later, the local news story faded away. It had its moment of attention, then people moved on to the next drama. Some threads online still argue about it now and then. Was he right to make it public? People ask. Most say yes. She crossed a line. I set a boundary. Some criticize me and say I should have handled it privately. I do not engage with any of it. Emily stayed in therapy. Real therapy. Not the performative kind. She posted occasionally about her healing journey, but kept things mostly private. Jason disappeared from her life completely once the drama started. It turns out he was only interested in the thrill of something forbidden, not the reality of being with her. The ring is somewhere else now. In someone else's jewelry box. On someone else's hand. Part of a different love story. As for me, I am doing fine. I am dating casually. Nothing serious yet. I am not rushing anything. My friends think I handled it well. My parents are proud of me. Even some of Emily's family admitted privately that I did the right thing. People sometimes ask if I regret making it public. If I should have just ended things quietly. Privately. Without humiliating her. Here is the truth. I was not trying to humiliate her. I was refusing to hide what happened. She chose to post a photo sitting on her ex-boyfriend's lap with a caption about missing the old days. She made that public. She shared it with over 1,000 people. I simply responded with the truth. The engagement was over. The ring was for sale. Some people say that was cruel. Maybe it was. But it was not dishonest. I did not lie. I did not exaggerate. I stated facts. And sometimes, stating facts out loud is more powerful than suffering in silence. She taught me that lesson when she posted the photo. I just carried it further. 6 months after the breakup, Emily emailed me. Just once. The subject line said, "I am sorry." She apologized for the photo. For her behavior. For dismissing my concerns. She admitted she had been emotionally unfaithful. She said therapy helped her understand that she had been seeking validation because she was insecure about herself. She did not ask for forgiveness. She just wanted me to know. I read it once. I appreciated it. I did not reply. I had already moved on. The ring is gone. The wedding is cancelled. The relationship is over. And I am okay with that. Because I learned something important. Sometimes the strongest response to betrayal is not revenge. And it is not silence. It is simply telling the truth loudly enough that it cannot be ignored. She shared her truth publicly. I responded in kind. And that made all the difference.